with 3 cameras here.
Okay.
Great to meet you.
You too. Lovely to meet you.
You know, having a music education is so important, and a lot of us in the United States, we only get 1 class.
Yeah.
So how does music will really help the newer generations to be exposed to music and help them be more creative and more successful?
I think it's wildly important because you don't know what you can do until you see it modeled or patterned by someone else. And I think mentorship is so radically important, as is apprenticeship. And I think that programs like Music Will, it's not just the music education, it's the connections that these young students and young artists are making. You know, they're meeting today, Babyface, Morello, Idina Menzel. We're doing some singing together. We're talking. You learn from your peers and your heroes. And I think mentorship is just wildly important. So I think the programs that Music Will is fostering, there's just exponential goodness that comes out of it that we can't even really, we won't know for years down the road all of the ripples it's actually making. But I know they're good.
From growing up in Canada, was there different music exposure, do you think, than it is in the U.S.?
I think it's different depending on where you are. I was really lucky to be in Montreal, which is a town that is, its heart is art. We have the Montreal Jazz Fest, which goes for a whole month in the summer. We have Caravana, again, like almost a whole month in the summer, and free art everywhere around the city. Like, I was incredibly lucky to grow up there because even though I didn't have a great home experience, I was able to go to Jazz Fest and hear Oscar Peterson play for free in the park, hear Oumou Sangaré, hear Salif Keita, artists like that completely expanded my mind and my idea of what was possible in the world. So I feel really lucky. And we have McGill University, Concordia University, which have fantastic both classical and jazz programs. And so I would hear students practicing for free, high level students. And it made me realize what was possible. And so I'm really grateful for that. And I think it just depends where you are. You know, if you live in a city like LA or a city like New York, you have access to a lot of great music and art. But if you're in a tiny town that maybe thinks of art as sinful, I've been in those places, then you don't, right? So I think experiences are so radically different depending on where you're growing up and who you're growing up with.
No doubt.
But I think the value of free public art is so important, and access to free programs is so important.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Great
you.
talking to you. Thank you.